Writers are joining us. We're just going to kind of keep this simple and sweet. It's just like an open forum where they'll just ask you questions. And Jack from the Michigan Daily is going to start you off.
Hi, Will. As your minutes start to become a little more consistent, do you feel like you're really kind of finding your role in this team?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like over the past couple games, I feel like I've definitely been able to be more comfortable out on the floor, defensively, offensively, um, and then just kind of be able to find a niche on this team for sure.
Is one of the niches on that team? Oh, sorry, Paul. Is one of those niches on that team uh, the fan base clamoring for you? I don't know. Are you aware of sort of your perception in the ether of the Michigan fan base, and what's that been like?
I don't know. I try to stay off of social media as much as possible, especially during the season. But um, obviously, just from like people telling me that and stuff, um, it's great to have that kind of support for the program, the team, people that really care, um, and just hope that can continue.
A better way of asking that question would have been, what is it like knowing that the fan base is confident in you and that
Okay,
are,
okay, okay.
are hoping you play? They like
Oh,
to see
okay.
what you're
That's
contributing.
my bad. That's my bad.
Okay.
I would say that it's great to know that I have that support behind me, for sure. It just gives another level of confidence when you're out there knowing that, um, the people that are cheering like do believe in you and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, it's great.
Hey, Will, I know you're from Minnesota. Were you a Golden Gopher fan growing up, or what's the story there?
Growing up, we were big Minnesota football fans. But from the basketball side of things, we were, um, we just like to watch college basketball. To be completely honest, my family never was really um, cheering for a specific team. But I would say that my grandma and grandpa were big Golden Gopher fans. So obviously Sunday, this game just means just a little bit more. So yeah, for sure, I'm super excited.
Will, your teammates and coaches have talked about your communication on the floor on defense. Is
Mhm.
that something you came in with? I know in high school that's not always like a strength of players, but was it for you?
That's actually a great question. I would say that I was uh very below average defender communicator in high school. I really came in, and that was something that I really had to develop. I would say that, obviously last year was my redshirt year. I took a lot of time to develop my more like my defensive side of the ball. But I would say that the communication didn't really come until probably this fall. Um, was one of those things that they said I needed to do in order to be able to find my spot on the floor, or be able to have a chance at that. So I feel like that was something that I really took to heart, being able to communicate as much as I can, get guys in the right spots, talk my way into good spots, and stuff like that. So I feel like that was definitely something that I had to get better at, and as time went on, I feel like I developed that well. So
Does it actually help you play? Kind of move better and be in the right
yes,
spots
no, no,
actually?
yeah, no, yeah. Like we always talk about, you can talk your way into the right spot, and I feel like that's a big deal, being able to like say what you see on the floor, and then it eventually helps yourself get to where you need to be, and also helps others along the way be able to know where they need to be as well.
Thanks.
Will, Juana's talked a lot about your energy and whether it's on the court or even on the bench cheering your teammates. Where do you kind of get your motor from, and how do you keep it going throughout the whole course of the game, wherever you are on the floor or on the bench?
Um, I would say that it's just kind of the mindset of being, an everyday type of person. No matter who you're playing, where you are, you need to be able to bring the same level of intensity, same level of energy, and stuff like that. So whether it's practice, as you said, the bench, or when I do get my opportunity in the game, you just need to be ready at all times and be able to step up into those spots and keep that consistent level of energy. So I feel like it's just, one of those mindsets that you have to have no matter where you are, knowing your job, what you need to do. And for me, it's bringing energy and stuff like that. So.
Did you have a moment this year as you're starting to play more where maybe you just found yourself just playing basketball again instead of maybe thinking on the court, or a moment like that, I really belong here sort of feeling?
No, yeah, I would say it was probably the Minnesota game when we went at Minnesota early December. Was when I was like kind of just felt like I was just out there just playing again. I wasn't really thinking as much. Things really started to kind of slow down. Especially on the offensive end, I feel like things really started to slow down for me. So I would say that was kind of my like aha moment when I was like, all right, like we're back, we're good.
Anybody have anything else for Will? All right, my guy. I appreciate you very much. What? Somebody have anything else?
I will ask one more if that's all right. Sorry,
Yeah, of
Tom,
course.
at the end of the shot clock here. As far as rebounding for this team, like, why has it been a problem, do you think, in some of these games? I mean, you guys seem to have good size and, some athletic guys and some tough guys, but it hasn't always, worked out that you've gotten,
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you're alluding to. I feel like I'm assuming you're probably talking about our defensive rebounding, making sure that we're
Yes.
not with offensive rebounds. But I think it just kind of comes back to the being locked in for 40 minutes, like making sure that we're finishing games with finishing possessions. I think that's probably one of our biggest weaknesses right now, gifting extra possessions to teams on the O boards. I think you can see it in games where we're not giving up offensive boards. We have the capability to do that. But I think it's just, that consistency that comes with making sure that we're locked in for, 40 minutes, all 30 seconds of the shot clock, or 20 seconds, whatever one it is, and just things like that.
Thanks.
Anybody else? All right, Will, I appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
All right, Tom. Thanks. See you guys.